This conference will now be recorded.
Hello everyone, welcome to Analytic Solutions channel. In this Power BI tips and tricks video, let's learn about the new shapes which are available in the latest version of Power BI. Let's go to the Power BI desktop. In Power BI latest version, we have many shapes included in it. If you go to the shapes, we can see rectangles, basic shapes, and block arrows. Rectangles, we have different variants where we can insert and we can create that as buttons as well. Also, we have some basic shapes like if you want to create this circle or say like buttons by using this pill or triangles or something like that. We can also use these arrows like a navigation buttons, which can give the directional for different pages as well. Right. Let's create one shape. Let's take any of the shapes. Let's take this rectangle. If I say this rectangle, the previous version, when we actually drag this till the edge of the canvas, we could see there is some space, that is some white space here. But now that has been rectified and we can see that the shapes will be touching till the edge of the canvas. Alright, let's see how we can format the shape by going to this format shape. There are so many formatting options. In this, we have something called as shapes, which will actually help us in changing these shapes. Let's go here. If I select here, I can see all the shapes which are available here. And if you want to change these shapes, you don't have to go here and again create a new one. You can select the existing one. And if you click on the shape, and you can change this to any of these shapes. Now let's say, for example, I want to change this to something like this. You click on this, you can see that the shape gets changed to the one what we selected here. Right. Now let's see other options what we have, the formatting options. Here we have something called as fill, which is actually used to fill the colors here. We can go and we can select any of the colors in the palettes what we have. Right. Next we have this outline. There are two ways to give these outlines. One is outline, the other one is border. When I say outline, this will actually give the border for the shape, but when you select this border, this will give the border for the entire object. Let's see how these two works. Let's go to this outline and I'll select some color here. And if you want to increase the outline weight, you can just see that the border is given to the shape. But if you go here, we have something called as border here. When I select here, and if I give the border, you can see that the entire object will get the borders. Let's change the color. Change this to some other color. If you come outside, you can see that the border is given to the entire object. Let's go and we'll off the border so that we'll get the border only for the shape. Right. We'll see some more options here. If you go here, we have something called as text. In the previous versions, we had this text. But if you want to get the text here, we need to insert a text box here and then we need to have the text on this shape. But in this version, we have the text which can be inside the shape itself. Now let's go here. We'll say, just give the text here. Right. You can see that the text can be inserted inside the shape itself. But if you see the previous version, the text was actually given by adding another text box. If you want to increase the text size, you can increase this by using this text size options. You can also change the font by using this font family. You can select any of this font here. It is exactly like what we do with the text box. Right. Next one is the shadow. Here we have two types of shadows. One is shadow here and other one is shadow here. This shadow will be given to the shape. Now when I say shadow on, you can see that the shadow is given to the shape here. You can select any of these colors and you can change the transparency here. We also have something called as blur, where we can increase or decrease the blur size. We have the preset, that is the way when we need the shadow here. Let's go here. If you want the shadow to be on top, you can select top, top left. So any of these options, if you need, you can select, or you can also customize it by selecting this custom. So you can change the angle however you want, and even the distance, and you can customize it whichever way you need. Next is about the glow. Suppose if you want to get the glow effect, you can go here, select this on. And if you go here and select any of these colors, you can see that the glow options are there. You can just select this blue, I just select some color here, and I'll increase this. You can see that we can see the glow effect. Right. Let's come to this shadow. So we saw the shadow here, which is a shadow for the shape. But when you select this shadow, this is for the entire object. Now let me just say on. You can see that there is a square selection here and the shadow is actually coming for the entire object. Now we'll say off. After this glow, we have this rotation. In rotation, we have three different options. One is shape rotation, which will just rotate the shape. Text rotation, which will rotate only the text. And we have this rotation, which will rotate both the text and the shape together. Let's work on this. I'll just change this rotation. You can see that the shape is rotating along with the text. Let's go to the shape. Suppose if you want to rotate only this shape, we can just move this. You can see that the text is not rotating, only the shape is rotating. Next, if you want to rotate only the text, let's go here. We'll rotate only this text like this. Fine. Next is the title. Usually we don't give title for the shape. If you still want to give a title, we can just on this and we can just give the title like this. You can see that we'll get the title here. But usually we don't give this title. The background, if you think that you want to give this background, you can just go here, select this. And if you select any of these colors, and if you move my cursor, say the shape here, you can see that they're not transparent. Usually if you want something like this with the shape to be colored with the background color, then you can use this background. Otherwise we'll just make it off. You can see that now the background is transparent. Next we have this lock aspect. When I'm actually resizing the shape, you can see that I can resize however I want like this. But suppose if you give this lock aspect as on, you cannot resize that as you wish. This will go with a symmetric size what we have like this. And you have seen this border shadow. Now we have this action. Action is actually used to give the action for the buttons. That is, we can give a bookmark or drill through page navigation or something like that. If you want to assign any action, we can directly assign it now. Visual header is nothing but the header what we have here, the visual header. So if you want to give some effects or say if you want to format that, you can go, you can select here. You can see that I'll just change this to blue color. You can see that the visual header can be formatted as well. So likewise, we can use any of the shapes available here according to the requirement what we have. Let's go here. We'll just try out few shapes. Now suppose if you think that I want to have some buttons, I can use this top corners rounded, where I'll get something like this. We can use this like a navigation buttons between the pages. So we can go to this formats here. We can change all the formats, whatever we want to do on this shape, and we can use it in our dashboards for designing as well. Apart from that, we have this arrows where we can just go. You can click on this. This is for navigation between the shapes, navigation between the sheets, where we can just give the directions as well. So likewise, we can use this new shapes which are available in the latest version for various designs in the dashboards or reportings what we create. I hope this video was useful. If you think this video was useful, please do share this. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. And if you think that you still have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel and also hit on the bell icon so that you will get the notification of the videos as soon as we upload. Keep watching iTech Analytic Solutions channel for more informative, innovative, and interesting videos. Thank you so much for watching this video.